Jackson Montgomery, please. He's out of town? He was just there. He just left? Great. So, okay, his client had a crisis. When will he be back? Well, what do you consider brief? No message. Thanks. Now what do I do?
Hi.
Hi.
Can I come in?
Sure.
Is something wrong?
Why?
You seem kind of quiet. I feel like I'm interrupting something.
No. I wondered if you'd show up. I figured that Craig would get you to clean up his mess.
Well, I'm here on my own behalf as well as Craig's.
So he told you about our little altercation.
It didn't sound that little to me.
You're shaking his boots, eh?
Wouldn't you be if the boot was on the other foot?
No, that's not possible. I never would have done what Craig did to Dixie.
You don't know that, right? You didn't live Craig's life. Craig feels as much remorse as he can right now, so do I. If you tell Dixie, you're proving to just be selfish and completely wrong.
Gloria didn't say it. She don't have to be a mind reader to realize that you're the man that she followed here from California. The man that dragged her through the dirt.
I've changed since then.
Oh. Well, that's easy to say.
It's not important that you believe me. Gloria does.
So she told me.
We wouldn't be friends right now if that weren't the truth.
I want to make one thing perfectly clear to you. Whatever Gloria did regarding Will Cortland, I know she was driven to do it.
We did
I
not.
don't want to hear your denials. Just understand, if things get sticky for you and Gloria, you damn well better not try to save your hide at Gloria's expense.
I wouldn't.
Because if you do, legal system be damned, you're going to have to deal with me.
I would not betray Gloria.
Good. And we're not going to have any trouble.
Good.
You can go now. Well, it's as if you're all ready for your appointment. And I must say you look lovely.
Thank you. Well, where's Miss Marsh?
She had an errand. I'll take Angelique, if I may.
Oh, yes, please.
All right. We all set?
All set.
Did you lead the way?
Of course. It will happen yet.
You were talking about Haley's marriage.
All right. Think about hitching up with Mr. Cool. Boy, did I let her down.
You did everything you could to try to get through to her.
Oh, I talked myself blue in the face, but she wasn't listening. I guess it was too late. The night Will died, I went over to Will's, and I found Palmer and Adam there trying to buy him off for $1 million.
$1 million?
Yeah, that's what Haley's trust fund was. Anyway, Will, I mean, the stuff that was coming out of his mouth, that garbage, how he was going to use her, abuse her, keep her on the sauce, just squeeze everything out of her he could, torture us with it. And then once he was finished with it, he was going to just dump her in some garbage somewhere.
And no amount of money could change his mind?
No. He was into it. He was into it sadistically. And me, I just flew off the handle. I couldn't deal with it. I just wanted to choke the living daylights out of him. And then Erica and Eileen showed up with Haley. I presented my position. He presented his position. And guess who she believed?
Didn't you say that he only married her because of her money?
Oh, sure I did, but she wasn't listening to it. In fact, she threw us out.
But you went back.
Yeah, I'm going to get to that. First, we went back to Chandler's and tried to figure out how to get Haley back, but we couldn't do that. Then I left. And that's when I came up with this crazy idea. There was this guy that I collared a while back for armed robbery. He's supposed to go to trial next week. And my testimony is going to put him away. Without it, I mean, the guy would go free. So I called him up. We met in that park near Will's, and basically I promised that I would get amnesia on the stand if he just...
If he would kill Will Cortland?
And how does selfish fit in the equation?
Self-serving. Look, who is it going to benefit if you tell Dixie about me and Craig?
Not Craig, that's for sure.
Or Dixie?
You know, maybe you should have thought of that before he cheated on her.
Look, yes, I know. Craig and I were the lowest of the low. We know that.
And now?
I told you we both love Dixie.
So do I.
All the more reason not to cause her any pain.
I would never do anything to hurt Dixie.
Then you wouldn't say anything.
I'll do what I think is best.
Stephen, Dixie is happy. Or at least she will be as soon as all this mess with her brother fades.
Craig's a pig.
Are you using this to get closer to her?
You know, maybe it's just possible, but Dixie deserves to hear the truth.
Deserves? How do you know what Dixie does or does not deserve? She's been through enough hell. She found out her brother was a rapist. She's dealing with his death. Now you want her to lose her husband and her best friend? Who died and made you God?
I'm not trying to be God.
Excuse me, Stephen, but you're not an objective bystander.
No, I sure as hell am not.
Craig and I would die before we would ever hurt Dixie again. All we want is her to be happy. We'd do anything for that.
Anything.
What are you saying?
Do you remember the other night when Craig showed up at the hospital? And you were both desperate to keep Will from seeing Dixie? You knew that he was planning to get the videotape of you and Craig having sex.
What are you implying?
Maybe you didn't go directly from the hospital to Marick's afterward.
We most certainly did.
Maybe you took a little detour to Will's. Maybe you stopped in the hard way. Permanently.
Oh, Angelique. Oh, how lovely you look.
Thank you.
We're delighted with your progress. You're doing wonderfully well. Good work, Dimitri.
No, Gloria deserves the credit.
Ah, Angelique, too. We're very proud of you.
Me too. Well, you deserve to be. Dr. Kaplan is going to be so pleased. Listen, I'm going to take you in now because he's waiting for you, okay?
I'll wait right here.
Thanks, Hank.
Well, 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 look who's here. Oh, no, please. Just give me a teensy little minute of your time. It's a subject close to your heart. My dear sister, Natalie.
I mean, that's what was so mind-blowing. I mean, when I called that guy, murder was pounding in my head. But when it finally came to cutting the deal, I folded.
Oh,
Does that make any sense? I mean, I'm a trained killer. I used to look forward to it. I was a mercenary.
you were a mercenary.
I used to kill guys for cash. Guys I didn't know. Guys I didn't even have a beef with. But when it comes to my niece's life, I can't even get somebody else to exterminate the lowlife.
What did you ask him to do?
I asked him to just take Will out of commission so I could kidnap Haley.
Kidnap?
Yeah, I just wanted to get her away from that creep, deprogram her or something.
It's a shame it didn't work out like that.
Well, it was a really nutsy plan. But I was kind of nutsy then. A little puff of wind would have just blown me right over the edge. So you see what a jerk I am?
I'm so glad you didn't kill Will. I hated thinking you might have.
What about all the money you put out the cover for me?
Trevor, the way I feel, I didn't have a choice.
How do you feel? Come on, Nat. How do you feel?
I just mean that I have felt like you did, like I could kill someone if it would protect someone I love.
Janet.
But she had me trapped in the well. I thought of Timmy at Janet's mercy, and I could imagine all the things she could be doing to him, and If I could, I would have killed her with my bare hands and no one could have stopped me.
Yeah, I understand.
And I still feel that way sometimes. That's why
Why you can't accept Janet, my baby.
It's an innocent, unborn baby, and I am repulsed by it.
Ease up. It's Janet, and what we did that turns you off.
Yes. And what the baby reminds me of. And it makes me feel very guilty.
Which is why the Mason Foundation bought that neonatal unit. And to top it off, why you went and paid off that punk, huh?
I can't give you what you want. But I wanted to give you something.
Something. Like my life.
I couldn't bear the thought of you going to prison after all that Janet put you through. You wouldn't even have had your child.
No, I wouldn't.
And I wanted the baby to have its father. Because I can't be its mother. I'm sorry, I'm just making all this worse.
Nat, there's nothing you have to be sorry about.
I'm not a very nice person.
It's not the way I see it. To me, you're the most wonderful woman I've ever known. No matter what, I'll love you forever.
Craig and I did not go anywhere near Will's apartment. Okay, Dimitri can verify that.
Yes, I know that he covered for you.
No, he did not cover for us. We went straight to Wild Wind.
So you said.
Why are you doing this?
Because both you and Craig had a very strong motive to put Will away for good. I can't help wondering, that's all.
I remember you being just as angry as we were. I also remember you saying that somebody should shoot him.
That's exactly how I felt. I won't deny it.
You were late doing your rounds that night, Stephen. Why? Did you go to Will's apartment? Did you kill him?
No.
Neither did we. Why are we doing this? Why can't we just be friends the way we all were before? Why can't you accept the fact that Dixie belongs with Craig?
Because I'm not sure that she does.
Okay. Just promise me that you won't tell Dixie about the tape. If you do, it would kill her. Is that what you want? Huh? Do you want all of us just to be so miserable? Because if you tell her, that's exactly what will happen.
Look, I swear that I'll never tell Dixie in order to have her for myself. And if what you and Craig is saying is true, that you really have changed...
We have.
...and that you have no intention of hurting anybody else, then you've got nothing to worry about from me.
Good. Then there's no problem. Because Craig and I put the past behind us a long time ago. All we want is Dixie to be happy. And now she can be. Thank you.
Hey, Stephen. Sorry I blew up at you before. This mess is just sketchy.